Welcome to another episode of Ears to Feel. Today, Denise will be discussing imperfections. Join her as she discusses how to overcome and feel empowered to be your real, authentic self.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Ears to Feel. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about imperfections. Now, that to me is a very important topic, especially in today's society where we all try to mask our imperfections to the public because it makes us feel vulnerable and opens us up to judgment and potential criticism when we present ourselves in real form, completely genuine and authentic. That always comes with a risk, right? Well, today I decided to completely be transparent. As you can see by my surroundings, this is not a studio. This is actually being recorded in our camp house. And as you can tell by the way I look, I opted to go for completely natural. No makeup, no filters, hair crazy. My clothes are just what I wear when I'm working around. But I did that for a reason. It's to show that there's so much more to people than what is presented to the outside world. And the importance of feeling like we can be accepted and validated strictly on our internal beings that Jesus creates us to be. Now, yes, it is very appealing to look at somebody who's well put together, all dressed up, high heels, makeup, hair fixed just right. And I used to be one of those people. I struggled with the pressure of always needing validation based on physical appearance. A few years back, the Lord began dealing with me and allowing me to heal in that area. I struggled for many, many years with a weight complex and a needing approval from other people syndrome, if you will. I felt I got my validation based on how well I looked, how people perceived me, the approval I may have received. And then if I didn't, I went into rejection. That is a very painful experience to go through if you are subject to needing validation from other people. Rejection is very real, and it occurs quite often in our society. People can be cruel. People can be very, very judgmental and critical if you don't look just right or if you don't appear the way they feel that you should appear. I wanted to take a little bit of time today to discuss that. I feel in our society, so many women, especially women and men too, but so many women struggle with, I have to look just right. I'm aging. I have to make sure that I cover up my wrinkles or I cover up my gray hair or, everything has to be just right. And I want to say those things are important. I mean, we want to look nice. We want to, take care of ourselves. But the reason I chose to do this video today in raw form, again, no makeup, no filters, and crazy hair, was to show that it's more important to be real, to give people permission and acceptance based on who they are, not what they look like. It takes vulnerability, it takes courage, it takes bravery, and it takes knowing that God Himself loves us based on what He sees and what He gives us and what He knows about us, more so than what the world perception of us really is. Now, I don't want to give off the opinion that I'm saying self worth and self respect is not important, because it is. But there's more. There's more that has to be noticed and taken to heart. And that would be being authentic, being genuine, being someone that you know your worth and value comes from Jesus, not the validation of other people. And that took me a while. So maybe there's somebody out there struggling with, how do I accept myself? How do I love myself when maybe no one else does? Or maybe no one else sees what's really inside. Maybe you have a physical disability. Maybe you've never been accepted by other people. Maybe you've never been credited to being beautiful or being, nice looking. Maybe you don't have those fashion skills that allows you to compete in the style world. Whatever the situation may be, I just wanted to spread a little bit of hope and encouragement today to those people that maybe were like me, who felt as though it's time to give some self love. It's time to accept and self validate yourself with Jesus' help. He can give you such a love and such a healing and an infilling of His Holy Spirit that will allow you to see yourself how He sees you. And that's with love and tenderness and compassion. His word promises beauty, ashes to beauty, beauty for ashes. And that is so true. And when you can tap into what He can truly offer, you become so free, so relaxed, and you feel so loved in a way that no human could possibly ever love you. We put a lot of pressure on other people and expect them to love us with a love that only Jesus truly can give. They cannot love you the way that He can. And a lot of times we expect other people to fill us in areas that only God can. Those voids were created for a purpose, and that's so we can realize how much we need His presence in our lives daily. Through the years, people change, their looks change, things about them change. Some are better, some are not. But regardless, you find your true worth and value in Him alone, not in other things, not in substances, not in people, not in sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever the vice may be that helps you get through or feel valued and treasured. Don't ever allow yourself to sink into that hole that says, I'm invisible. No one sees me. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. You are worthy. You are valuable. And there's so much more to you than what other people may or may not see. People oftentimes can't give what they don't have. They many times are looking for love and validation also. So if you happen to hook up with someone who is lacking in being able to offer you the support or the validation of you are a beautiful person or you look great, or maybe they don't have a complimentary nature, don't expect them to fill that spot within you that only you and Jesus can fill. It's too much pressure on them. Many people go through life with certain insecurities, certain feelings of doubt and unworth. They don't have any value to themselves, and they struggle, and they take that into their adult lives, and maybe that comes from their childhood as well. But all of us have imperfections. All of us have things we wish we could change. And present to the world in a much more beautiful state. But sometimes that's just not the case. Some of us have disabilities. Some of us were just not born gorgeous, or we don't look like models. And the comparison game is real in today's society. So I just want to speak to that person that may be still playing the comparison game. Don't play the comparison game. You are wonderful just the way you are. You are special. You are unique. You are amazing. And with God's help and His tender love that you can receive, you can begin to heal and accept yourself the way that He sees you, which is magnificent. Don't allow this world to crush you, to make you feel invalidated. Get your strength and keep your focus on the one person that can love you better and in a deeper way than you've ever been loved before. It is vitally important to understand your worth and what a treasure you really are to those around you based on who you are inside. So dig deep, do a little bit of studying, read the Word, and allow the Lord to minister to your spirit and allow Him to heal you in those dark places that feel vulnerable and feel scared to take the mask off. You feel as though without full face makeup and your hair perfectly straightened or curled, and you feel that with extra wrinkles and a little extra fluff, you cannot be competitive in today's world. But I want you to know that you can and that you are, and that no matter what you do or where you go, you are enough. You are enough. So just remember that next time you go out in public and you're trying to build your self-confidence and you're struggling to find that place where you can stand up straight and be confident and say, I am enough. I am worthy. I am the daughter of the King. And once that drops into your spirit, then you can feel courageous and brave, and you can feel like you can conquer anything. And the right person will notice in God's time. The right person will be able to love you the way you want to be loved. Even if you're married, the person that you're married to will no longer have that crippling effect on you where you feel like if they don't keep you propped up and complimented and assured, you're going to fall apart and that they must not love you. Don't fall into that trap. Allow the person you're married to or involved with the space and the freedom to love you the best way that they can, and understand that your worth and your value comes from within you and from the Lord. So I hope this encouraged you, and I hope that somebody out there that may have struggled with some of the same things I struggled with can see this video and me with all my imperfections and my flaws and know that, if she can come on and make this video in a stark room in a camp house with no makeup and her hair messed up, regular clothes, and tell me that Jesus can love me just like I am, then maybe there is some hope. Maybe I can relax. Maybe I can finally reach that place of freedom. And it is real. It is possible. I am living testament that you can reach the place where you are comfortable with your own skin. You are comfortable with the new wrinkles. You may not like them. You may wish that, you look different, or you look like Sally down the street or Jenny next door or the model on TV. I've struggled with that too. But we are who we are. God made us in His image, and He knew what we were going to be. So just know you're loved, you're valued, and you're treasured just the way you are. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.